this is how we get started. We say okay, like okay, ready to go. We glued up the re-ring in this snare drum before we went to lunch, and went in really well. We took the clamps off of this bass drum, and this is all ready for sanding. We're going to sand as many drums this afternoon as we can, starting with the 13 bass drums, 16, the 18, and hopefully this will be ready, the snare drum. We can get these all sanded in the next 4 hours or so. We should be able to do that. The goal of sanding these drums is to make them smooth and even inside, and also seamless. I've taken the time to blend some of these seams in with either putty I've made or putty I have that matches. It's all water-based putty or wood-based putty. In other words, it has real wood fibers in it, so it's not going to adversely affect the sound in any way. This yellow heart is so beautiful, especially when it's all sanded and sealed, and you'll see what that's all about. Right now, I'm going to set us up over here, try to get you a good visual of the inside of the shell. Now, it's going to be a little noisy because I hook a vacuum up, and that helps keep the dust down. Because I have to wear glasses for anything that's close to me, if I wear a dust mask, it fogs the glasses up, it's difficult to see, so it's important to have the vacuum hooked up, minimize the mess, and increase the health factors. So here we go. I'm gonna make sure we got a relatively fresh disc on here, and we do. We've got some additional discs right here. 100 grit. 100 grit is aggressive enough to do what we want to do on this hardwood, but it's also smooth enough that I don't have to do any additional sanding unless I really want to. Because once we seal it, we do 2 coats of sealer, we sand between coats, it's nice and silky smooth. So here we go. Okay, we got this shell all glued up, and we got it all sanded up, and I got all the glue lines off, is what I wanted to say. We got it all nice and smooth and evened out. And that's going to be beautiful when we put the sealer on it. We blew all the dust out of it, and it's ready for the next step. We're going to set this aside over here. Smaller drums take about 15-20 minutes per drum, and the 4 little concert toms are done. I did those all by hand, as you recall. The next drum is this 16-inch floor tom, and then the 18, and then the 24 in the snare. I'm going to go in that order, but I'm not going to film all of it because we have a limited amount of card space here. We still have a lot to do, but I think from watching me do that first drum, you get the idea of what we're trying to achieve here. Trying to achieve a nice finished product, smooth lines, and eliminate as many seams as possible. You're always going to have that. It's the inside of a drum, doesn't have to be perfect, but I try to get them as nice as I possibly can, and then in the end as smooth as I possibly can with a finish on. So when we seal the shell, it also protects it for the next step, which is putting on the ash veneer. In this case, it's going to protect it from any glue that might drip on the inside. It will just peel right off. It won't be an issue, and it'll be done, and it'll be ready for the final step when we put the color on the ash once it's on, and then of course the finish. So all in all, really good progress in relatively short amount of time. Still have a ton to do, a couple weeks worth of work. I feel, by the time this kit is 100%. So it'll be in a 3.5-4 week time frame from the time we acquired the parts we didn't have, the materials we didn't have, and made this kit. So anyway, I'm going to say see you for now. I'm going to go to work on these shells.